So good morning, everyone. My name is Noemi Jiménez. I am the head of the Research and Innovation area in the Spanish engineering company CEMOSA, and it is my pleasure to welcome you here today for the final conference of two Horizon 2020 projects, which are the OMICRON project coordinated by CEMOSA and the InfraROB project coordinated by University of Vigo, with the collaboration in section of the HERON project. These three projects are funded by the European Commission and managed by the CINEA executive agency. Sorry. The slides are not moving? Okay, so, yeah. Sorry. Okay, sorry. So the conference today tries to answer the challenges that we are facing in the road sector. And for that, we are discussing about road safety, digitalization and digital technologies, environmental and economic sustainability. And finally, and very importantly, because all three projects are funded by the European Commission, we are also trying to predict and answer the needs of the roads of the future for Europe and worldwide. To answer these challenges, we have structured our agenda in the session that you can see there. We are covering the whole life cycle of the infrastructure. We are having 6 sections and 2 panels. We are having speakers from the 3 projects, and mainly OMICRON and InfraROB, but some participation of the project HERON. And we are also having open panels discussion with experts from the sector. And so the first section is going to be an introductory session. Here, as a speaker, we have José Solís from CEMOSA. He's the project coordinator of the OMICRON project. She works for CEMOSA, leading the research area of transport infrastructure and digitalization. His work is focused on the development of new digital technologies and the application of data science and artificial intelligence to enhance asset management and decision support for infrastructures and mobility. Within the OMICRON project, he has been developing the CEMOSA in-house digital platform for transport infrastructure. We are also counting with the participation of Pedro Arias. He's the project coordinator of the InfraROB project. He's a professor at the University of Vigo and co-founder of the ThinkTech Research Center. Pedro is the leader of the Geotech group, pioneering geointelligence and technologies such as mobile laser scanning. Pedro has an impressive CV. He has published hundreds of papers, participated or led tens of research projects. He has 12 patents. He has co-founded 1 spin-off and has received several awards, such as the 2024 Torres Quevedo Award and also the Technology Transfer Award from the Royal Galician Academy of Science. We also have the pleasure to count on Dr. Claudia Ciuca. He is a project officer at the European Climate, Environment and Infrastructure Executive Agency, the CINEA agency, where she is in charge of a diverse project portfolio in areas such as infrastructure, road safety, and energy transition in ports. She contributes to impact analysis, dissemination, and collaboration with stakeholders in these areas. And then we will have a very interesting section about the Spanish perspective. It will be conducted by Alejandro Lanuza. And Alejandro is a senior technician of the General Directorate of Road within the Spanish Ministry of Transport. He also belongs to the State Corps of Civil Engineers. He holds a master degree on green technologies, and he manages digitalization and innovation projects within the Spanish Ministry of Transport. So we have lots of interesting issues today. So we will be starting with the presentation from the InfraROB project.
thank you, Noemi, for your introduction. I will go to make a short presentation, short review about the InfraROB project. My presentation is structured in these 4 points. For starting, our project is a research and innovation action, and the main figures of our project is, like you can see in the slide, 24 months duration, 669 person months involved in the project, and more than 5 million euros. Our consortium of our project is formed for 18 partners from 8 different countries, and like you can see in this slide, we have a good balance between different profiles of partners, right? We have involved two small and medium companies, academic institutions, large companies, non-profit associations, and a public-owned corporation. In relation with our objectives, to achieve these objectives, we have organized our project in 5 technological areas. These technological areas we will explain in depth during the event of today, during the working day. Our objective is to achieve in almost of these areas to the TRL 7, right? For that, we have demonstrated our solutions, our develops in an operational environment. This is a short introduction, short review of the technological areas, the 5 technological areas of our project. And the first one is about we have developed big robots. The robots was for road construction, specifically paver machines for asphalt operations. The second technological area 2, was dedicated for small robots, specifically robots for potholes and cracks reparation, line marking robot for roads as well. The third technological area was dedicated to develop prefabricate solutions. In our case, we have developed a multifunctional precast concrete barrier, right? And the technological area 4 was dedicated to develop a collaborative safety con robots with air pass for road cementation, signaling with safety proposed, right? And the technological area 5 was dedicated for management systems in relation with the road operations, and specifically we have developed in our project some upgrades of a pavement management system and for traffic management system. And these technological areas will be explained during this event more in depth. Our expected impact of our project is relative to these KPIs for reduce the accidents, the fatal accidents in a 50%, and reduce as well the traffic disruption in a 20%, and reduction the maintenance cost in a 20% as well, and improvement the network capacity in this value. We are working at this moment in a determination of the KPIs that we achieve in our project, right? For this purpose, we have organized our project in 2 phases. And the first phase was dedicated to research and technological developments. This phase has finalized in June of 2024. And in the last phase was dedicated for demonstration, validation of the outcomes of the project. Our project will finalize in February of 2025. For this last phase, for demonstration, we have used ASFINAG facilities, specifically a 10T corridor in Spilfir, in a road, in a highway of ASFINAG between close to the border with Slovenia, right? This test was made in the month of October of 2024. And the results, we have used different strategies for address and for share the results. Communication activities based on a project website, social media, events, and e-newsletters. And the dissemination was made based on workshops, webinars, scientific publications, and e-catalog. Finally, and last but not least, we have worked with a external stakeholders group. We have worked with these people for providing advice in relation with the results of the project. And other KPIs in relation with the communication and dissemination activities that we have achieved in our project is we have more than 10 publications. We have more than 20 participations in workshops and conferences, and we have published more than 23 scientific papers. And for other sites and other KPIs in relation with the project website visitors and followers of the social media, you can see in this slide. And that's all. Thank you. Yeah.
José Solís will introduce the OMICRON project. I forgot to mention before that we have a very packed agenda, and I'm going to ask everyone to keep track of time, and also the audience to be back, to be also on time here. Thank you.
Yeah, I think we have to come to the first slide here. Okay, I'll do it. Don't worry. Well, first of all, good morning. It's a big pleasure for me and for the organizing team to have all of you today. So thank you for coming, first of all. As Noemi said, I will make a brief overview of OMICRON, and today we will be looking at all of its developments. We are a team of 17 partners from 7 different countries, which have executed a new funded project on R&D on the road sector. So we are a group of research institutions and technology developers working alongside ICT developers, dissemination experts, whose objective was to develop new services for road civil engineers, for road operators, and road owners. The general objective of the project was to develop an intelligent road asset management platform. As you will see today, this is divided into 4 main pillars, where the first one is focused on the development of digital inspection technologies, including the development of drones and terrestrial inspection vehicles connected via V2X communications in order to improve the information that we provide to the road user. The second area is related to the development of a road digital twin, BIM-based, integrating legacy systems and digital inspection systems. The third area is focused on the development of a decision support tool in order to improve the way in which we plan maintenance using AI and optimization techniques. And the fourth pillar is focused on smart construction and intervention. So we talk about applying robotics, multimodular robotic platform, AR technologies, and also modular construction use cases. Within this slide, you may see how we have evolved from a, let's say, challenging research project to real results, and we will see this today. From digital inspection, we have worked on drones, improving the way in which we inspect and we survey roads, looking for efficiency and effectiveness. We have developed the OMICRON digital twin, which we will see today. We have developed a decision support tool specifically focused on pavements and bridges. And we have developed other technologies for robotics, including a robotic modular platform, as well as others, as you will see today during the sessions. We have not only done research, our target was to hit high technology readiness levels. So we had 3 demonstration phases. So we started at lower TRL levels with in-lab testings. Then we evolved to a second stage with technical demonstrations of particular technologies. And finally, we evolved to the final showcase of the project at TRL 7, in which we performed the final showcase of the project in the A1 between Florence and Bologna, supported by Autostrade per l'Italia. From demonstration, we evolved to impact, which is something that we are going to see as well today. So we are targeting in the improvement of road asset management. So our technologies target, as you will see today, the reduction of fatal accidents, the reduction of traffic disruptions, as well as the reduction in routine maintenance costs, as well as the increase in capacity. We have already computed these KPIs, and we will be explaining today how our technologies impact the road sector and these particular objectives that we have throughout the project. Well, this is everything from my side. I hope you enjoy the session today, and again, thank you very much for coming.
So now we will have the perspective from the European Commission, delivered by Dr. Claudia Ciuca.
Good morning. You had the chance to understand a little bit what we just funded with the call in 2020. I am representing European Commission, and more specifically the Climate, Infrastructure, Environment Executive Agency. So you see that the core of our work is infrastructure. The 3 projects that you will see today are part of a call in 2020. So we are already towards the end of the project and already getting the flavor of what the research and innovation was done in these projects. You will see this later on. I'm just trying to introduce you my work, and more specifically how you can benefit understanding my work. So in the agency, I'm representing the Horizon Transport Unit, and my portfolio, as already mentioned, is related to infrastructure. And but when we talk about infrastructure, we don't talk about only road infrastructure. We talk about transport infrastructure. And you will see, probably you already saw that in the last calls, we are putting emphasis on different type of infrastructure. So today we will see the road infrastructure and how the elements of road infrastructure can benefit from the results done by this project, but probably other type of infrastructure can benefit from this project results. Part of my portfolio, as I said, is related to infrastructure. I have 11 projects with the road, rail, inline waterways infrastructure, plus ports, and more specifically, energy transition. The 11 projects which I highlighted in the bubble that is mentioned there are core activities, and I will show you later on the result, and 7 tackle upon infrastructure, but from the safety perspective. So I have in my portfolio just part of it, almost 18 millions of euro, which we fund projects for infrastructure. So even if you don't feel that there are money invested in infrastructure, road, rail, inline waterways, money are invested there in research and innovation projects. I will just explain you. I will just put everything, so I just give you all together, considering the time. When we more specifically for today, when we talk about road, we talk about all elements. And in the past, let's say 5 years, when it was first opened the call for this project, we looked at different elements. We are now looking at construction and maintaining and decarbonization. We are looking at improvement of transport infrastructure performance. We are looking at sustainable transport infrastructure in inland waterways, and we are looking, with the 3 projects that will be presented today, at infrastructure upgrade and maintenance. And not only with the coordination and support actions, we looked at biodiversity. What I'm trying to highlight today by my presence here is that you need to make a huge difference between 2 aspects. We are funding research, TRL 3, to maximum 5 projects which have a budget around 3 to 6, 7 million, and we are funding innovation actions, which the TRL level, as you will see today, reach TRL level 7 to 8. The difference is critical. When you will apply to innovation actions, higher TRL level, please understand that your baseline in your work, in the prepared proposal, should be clear from the start. You highlight the element of infrastructure on which you plan to work. You highlight the problems that you identified. Don't come to us with percentages, increasing something. No, tell us where you stand today in state-of-the-art or current actions, and tell me where you will take me in 3, 4 years. Why I take the opportunity now to tell you this is that we are going to fund more and more innovation action. And in order for you not to oversubscribe to calls and not waste 6 to 1 year time in preparing the proposal, invest time wisely. We are in an era where everything is happening so fast and everything is done with artificial intelligence. And trust me, we are humans and we check the proposals. So if I'm here, I'm not here to present how wonderful the work was done in OMICRON, because they work with their brains there, and you will see this. But understand that the future is work with your brain, work with cooperation, not cooperation like a national funding, but cooperation as European funding. So do get out of the country borders and do understand that it's a win-win situation. By taking opportunities of European funded money, you'll put together teams which will help, hopefully, that data will cross borders, that data will be in the right format in all the countries, that your challenge is to make people understand that your product should be there tomorrow on the market will not be there. Because, for example, I had the opportunity today to see the one of the national road authority in Austria, and it was not easy to be part of the project. Why? Because national authorities are not in the project, and this is not a good thing. You need to bring all your national authorities to understand the need of cooperation at the level of Europe, not only in infrastructure. But we start with infrastructure because I represent infrastructure today. And I will tell you more in the final panel discussion. Not to stress too much.
Thank you so much, Claudia. And now we will have a presentation by Alejandro Lanuza about the Spanish perspective. Thank you, Alejandro.
Okay, thank you very much. First of all, let me thank Jesus, Jose, and also the rest of the organization for creating this event. I had the pleasure of participating as part of the external advisory board in the OMICRON project, and I'm very excited to learn what are the main conclusions that are going to be shared today through the rest of the morning. I'm also going to share a quick review of the projects that the Spanish the Directorate of Roads, General Directorate of Roads is doing in terms of innovation. First of all, I would like to make a short clarification, is that the General Directorate of Roads that belongs to the Ministry of Transport is in charge solely on infrastructure, whereas the traffic is being managed by the General Directorate of Traffic that belongs to the Ministry of Interior. This is a slight difference that we have with other European countries, with other national road authorities. That being said, The General Directorate of Roads is in charge of managing the National Road Network, which is an extensive network of 26,480 kilometers, which 40% are high-capacity lines, and it hosts more than the 50% of the total traffic in the country. The Directorate is configured in 5 different departments. 4 of them are the traditional departments that are in charge of planning and operation, projects and construction, maintenance and asset management, as well as coordination. And just 1.5 years ago, our director decided to create the Directorate of Sustainability and Innovation, a department which mission is to boost these themes inside the organization. This department, at the same time, is divided in 4 different areas: the area of sustainability, digitalization, innovation, and mobility and connectivity. And each of them is impulsing these themes. For instance, the area of sustainability, my colleagues in this area are working on climate change, both from the mitigation point of view as well as the adaptation point of view, and also they are participating in some projects related to sustainable mobility, like bicycle lanes or shared mobility parking. The digitalization department, the digitalization area, is in charge of digitalization of both the administrative processes as well as the assets. So we can create in a future a digital twin that we will use to manage the whole network. And they are also in charge of creating the tools that will facilitate that implementation of the Building Information Modeling methodology inside the Directorate. And following the innovation area in which I used to work at is focused not in innovation but the management of innovation. Our mission is to create the procedure to integrate innovation into the organization, and our work is more about knowledge management. We also work for incorporating innovation, both internal initiatives as well as external initiatives, and we use tools such as the preliminary market consultations as well as the innovative public procurement program. And we also try to pick up new ideas and have a taste of what is going on in the markets through our participation in R&D projects such as Horizon Europe, or also deployment projects like CEF funded projects like SICAM. And last but not least, the mobility and connectivity area, they are working on projects related to traffic count plans, big data management, or communications. And that was all. I hope you like it, and thank you very much for your attention.
So thank you so much to all the speakers here for their introductory presentation and also for keeping the time.